Welcome to Marian Ayurveda. In this episode, we are going to discuss coughs caused by allergies or persistent coughs and the various reasons behind them. In the previous episode, we talked about coughs related to fever, coughs that occur after a fever, and coughs that happen after a corona infection. If there is anyone who hasn't watched that video, or if you want to know about that topic, especially about coughs related to it, you should definitely watch our previous video. In this episode, we are focusing only on coughs caused by allergies or those that occur due to repeated triggers. Just those types of coughs. I am Dr. Anumod Kakkassery, Chief Physician at Marian Ayurveda. Once, a mother came in with her child. The child was about 3 or 4 years old, but the child keeps coughing all the time. They have consulted many doctors. Even at night while sleeping, the cough persists, it doesn't go away. They have tried various types of cough syrups. Even after using different kinds of medicines, the cough has not subsided. All the doctors have said that it is an allergic cough. Now let's think about why such allergic coughs occur. How does an allergy develop? The most important factor for developing an allergy is that we most often see allergy-related diseases in people who frequently consume spicy and sour foods in excess. Similarly, a significant increase in allergies has been observed among people who consume a lot of bakery snacks. Why is it that allergies are more common among those who eat bakery snacks? We know that when a snack is made and kept in a bakery, a lot of things are added to it, including chemicals. When these chemicals enter our body, they do not blend well with it. They are foreign bodies. When we eat natural foods, they do not cause any problems for the body. But if any chemicals enter our body, the body starts to treat them as allergens. Or allergy occurs when the body tries to expel them. So if we think about what kinds of chemicals are added to bakery snacks, we can see that there are preservatives to prevent spoilage, coloring agents, pesticides to protect against insects and other pests, and chemicals added for taste. In this way, a lot of chemicals are added to our bakery snacks. When we consume these, our body develops an allergy factor as it tries to expel them. So even though this mother had taken her child to many doctors, no one had ever advised her about this kind of dietary restriction. When they came to our clinic, we insisted that such foods should be completely avoided. After following this approach and giving medicines to reduce the allergy, the child's allergy improved very quickly. Later, after a month or two, an aunt from the neighboring house gave the child a cream biscuit. As soon as the child ate it, the allergic reaction returned. Why does eating biscuits like these cause an allergic reaction so quickly? So after talking to one of my friends, he studied food processing and works in a big factory like that. They develop colors derived from natural substances. It's a company that develops natural colors. This is so that they can be added to bakery snacks like these. They say that none of the Indian companies purchase from them. All their products are exported to various foreign countries like America. So what I understand is that in India, when we add these, often we get a packet of biscuits for 5 rupees or biscuits for 10 rupees. So after the company's profit and the seller's profit, we get such tasty items for a very small amount of money. Here, what often happens is that a lot of chemicals and low-quality ingredients are added just for taste. This often ends up being a major cause for things like cancer and kidney diseases. We are unknowingly feeding all this to our children. So what is happening then? Coughs and allergies like these are increasing among our children. So this is exactly like dust or chemicals. Nowadays, when people who eat such allergenic foods are exposed to even a little bit of dust or a small amount of chemical exposure, or sometimes, as some people say, even just smelling a spray can trigger a cough. Why is that? This is the reason for all of this. We are inhaling chemicals into our bodies, so the body tries to expel them, and that's what turns into an allergy. Similarly, some people don't have any of these issues. Even if we eat only natural foods, an allergic response can still occur. Why does that happen? What happens there is mainly, if we eat something spicy, it is certain that an allergic factor will definitely develop. But now, let's say we eat a banana, that's something cooling. But even after eating cooling foods, some people still get a cough. Let me explain that. Let's say if we think about the engine of some cars after they've become a bit old, even if we drive for a short distance, the engine heats up a lot. At the same time, if it's a new car, even after driving 1,000 kilometers, the engine doesn't get hot. So where exactly is the problem there? It's a problem with the engine. The engine is giving off more heat. In the same way, there are some people whose digestive system tends to turn whatever they eat into something acidic. Even if they stop taking chemicals, unless their digestive system is corrected, unless we change this tendency of theirs to produce acidic juices or to become acidic in nature, we won't be able to cure their allergy-related cough. This definitely cannot be achieved through food alone. Dietary control is necessary. Plus, along with that, after taking proper medicines, it is said that the metabolic error can be corrected. Only by correcting the metabolic error can we cure this type of cough. A persistent cough, or what is called a hacking cough, often occurs just by sweating a little or by going out in the sun. This mainly happens when we eat a lot of food, or things like nuts, and as a result, thick phlegm accumulates inside our body, especially in the lungs. When exposed to external heat or sunlight, this phlegm quickly melts. The lungs become filled with phlegm. This leads to persistent hacking coughs. So in such cases, allergy is definitely not the main reason here. It is the phlegm accumulated inside. The most important thing is to expel that phlegm from the body. So this kind of persistent hacking cough can actually be of different types. There are many kinds of coughs, and now moving on to the next stage, let's talk about them. We'll try to cover as much as possible here. In the next episode, we'll talk about some more types of coughs as well. Otherwise, this episode will end up being very lengthy. Another type of cough is one that some people get just from feeling tense. There are many people who start coughing whenever they feel anxious. In such cases, often the cough can only be managed if we take medicines that reduce anxiety along with the usual cough medicines. In some people, especially among the elderly, we can think about why they experience bouts of persistent coughing. In elderly people, it is often our intercostal muscles, those attached to the ribs, that help us breathe. Only if these muscles are strong and healthy can we breathe properly. In elderly people, because all the chest muscles here become weak, they are unable to breathe properly. So coughing is actually the body's way of trying to get more oxygen. So in such cases, what I often do for patients, especially elderly people who have persistent hacking coughs, is to apply good Kashira Bala oil or Dashamula oil on the chest. When we do this, the chest muscles become stronger for them. They are able to breathe in more oxygen. Along with that, I have seen that their cough disappears as well. So with these few pieces of information, I am concluding this episode. In the next episode, we will again discuss similar types of coughs, like coughs that occur at night, coughs that happen while talking, and several other types of coughs that are still left to cover. Let's meet again in the next episode. Thank you.